Now, next topic for the discussion is the warehousing and storage. Warehousing and storage. This is for the session 19. This is the what is the advantage of the warehouses, public, what are the type of the warehouses, warehouse function and the type of the warehousing. We will study here. Benefits from the, what are the benefits from the warehouses, what are the different types of the warehouses, and successful warehouses design, that will study in this topic. Warehousing and storage. Warehousing and storage. What is storage? A manufacturer needs to keep adequate stock of the raw material to ensure smooth production. A manufacturer needs to keep adequate stock of the raw material to ensure smooth production. This is known as the storage. A trader has to maintain adequate stock of the products he sells to meet the demand. Maintenance of the stocks of the raw material and the finished products called for storage. Maintenance of the stocks of the raw materials and finished products calls for storage. Storage helps to preserve goods at a particular place until these are required elsewhere. This is the storage. A manufacturer needs to keep the adequate stock of the raw material to ensure a smooth production. This is the storage. The function of the storage, these are the function of the storage. To preserve goods that are produced only during a particular season but are demanded throughout the year. Agricultural goods, for an example. Preservation of the goods that are produced only during a particular season. For an example, onion. It is produced a particular season for the demand throughout a year. That is the function of the storage. To preserve the goods that are produced throughout the year but demanded during a particular season. The goods are produced throughout the year but demand during a particular season. This is the crackers is only used in the Diwali season. Umbrellas only used in the rainy season, but it is produced throughout the year. Throughout the year it is produced, and this is be kept in the storage. To preserve the quality of the certain goods which in the absence of the proper storage will be deteriorated. Quality of the certain goods which in the absence of the proper storage will be deteriorated. To enable businessmen to make speculative gain, to wait and sell at the higher price. This is the function of the storage. What the businessmen do in the mega cities. This is the function. Make a speculative gain, to wait and sell at the higher prices. When the prices go up, then the businessman sells into the market. This is the function of the storage. To protect goods from pests and insects. Cold storage are made for these purposes, to protect the goods from the pests and insects. To ensure a smooth production and distribution. To ensure a smooth production and distribution. This is the function of the storage. What is warehousing? The meaning of the word ware is an article. Ware means article. A warehouse is a place where goods are stored. It is otherwise known as a godown. It is usually found away from the place of a business of a merchant. Then this is known as the warehouse. The meaning of the warehouse is completely explained here. The meaning of the word ware means article. A warehouse is a place where goods are stored. It is usually found away from the place of a business of a merchant. The advantage of the warehouse are listed below. These are the advantages of the warehouse. Advantages of a warehouse. The following are the some of the advantages of the warehouse. It protects the goods until they are moved to the factory to be used in production or to the market or for sale. It provides places for goods that are received in the bulk. This is the advantage of the warehouse. It facilitates easy sale of the goods when it is located near the market. It facilitates uninterrupted sale out of the stock situation is avoided. The warehouse receipt issued to the merchant who has stored his goods in a public warehouse also enables him to get financial assistance. A warehouse receipt is a document of the title. It helps to equalize price by matching the demand and supply option. It provides employment opportunity to many. Cold storage provides longer life to the certain easily perishable items like fish, dairy product, etc. It facilitates large-scale production of the goods. The producer need not bother about the storage. It is necessary to perform certain marketing activity like grading, packing, etc. Different kinds of the warehouses. There are the different kinds of the warehouses: a private warehouse, public warehouse, and bonded warehouse. A private warehouse is one which is maintained by a merchant for his own use. A public warehouse provides storage facility to any individual for the business. Bonded warehouses are located near the port. It enables an importer to take delivery of his goods after paying the customs duty. Public warehouse. Each activity are regulated and controlled by the government. Any member of the public can utilize the service of the public warehouse. The rent payable is determined by the government and it will always be a very nominal amount. These warehouses have been built on the scientific lines and therefore they offer complete protection to the goods that are stored against spoilage, theft, or the damage. These warehouses are fully equipped with such devices as the crane that makes loading and unloading easier. Private warehouses cannot afford to have such facility. Skilled laborers work in these warehouses who can give expert advice to the customers. The receipt issued by these warehouses can be provided as a collateral security for a loan. This is the public warehouse. Bonded warehouse. It is located near the port. It is owned by the dock authority. An importer who is unable to pay his duty immediately can have his goods placed in the bonded warehouse. For this, he has to enter in a bond along with the surety assuring payment of the duty. He can collect the goods after paying his dues. Delivery of a port of the goods can be effected by remitting the proportionate duty. The importers are allowed to do further processing on the goods kept in the bonded warehouse like mixing, packing, etc. They can take the buyers to such a warehouse to enable the latter to inspect the goods. This enables the importer to sell the imported goods while they are lying in the warehouse. It also enables the importer to export the imported goods without paying any duty. These are the bonded warehouse. Bonded warehouse are located near the ports. It is owned by the dock authority. It is owned by the dock authority. Central Warehousing Corporation. It was established in India in the year 1957 to provide warehouses at suitable places in the country. It provides storage facility to individual, corporate society, and others. It also provides facility for transporting actual agricultural goods from the place of production to the place of the warehouse. This is the Central Warehousing Corporation, Central Warehouse. The Central Warehouse acts as the agent of the government for the purchase, sale, storage, and distribution of the agricultural goods, seeds, manure, etc. It also subscribes to share capital of the State Warehousing Corporation. This is managed by the central government. Central warehouses are placed. You have seen the many central warehousing corporation near the railway station. State warehousing corporation. Every state in India can establish its own warehousing corporation by getting the approval of the central warehousing corporation. The respective state government will contribute 50% of the capital and the CWC will contribute 50%. In the case of the state warehousing corporation, 50% will be contributed by the state government and 50% will be contributed by the CWC, central government. The state warehousing corporation will provide warehouses in places other than those reserved for the central warehousing corporation. It can also act as an agent of the central or the state government or the CWC. Government or the CWC. Warehousing function, benefits, and the type of the warehousing. A warehousing may be defined as a place used for the storage, accumulation of the goods. The function of storage can be carried out successfully with the help of the warehouse used for storing the goods. Warehousing can also be defined as assumption of the responsibility for the storage of the goods. By storing the goods throughout the year and releasing them as and when they are needed. Warehouse creates time utility. Function of the warehouse. These are the function of the warehousing. Storage. This is the basic function of the warehousing. Surplus commodity which are not needed immediately can be stored in the warehouse. They can be supplied as and when needed by the customers. Price stabilization. Warehouse play an important role in the process of the price stabilization. It is achieved by the creation of time utility by the warehousing. Fall in the prices of the good when their supply in the evidence and rise in their prices during the slack season are provided. Number 3 is the risk bearing. When the goods are stored in the warehouses, they are exposed to many risks in the form of the theft, deterioration, exploitation, fire, etc. There are the many risks is there. Hence, the risk bearing capacity is to be done through the warehouse. Warehouses are constructed in such a way as to minimize their risk. Contract of the bailment operates when the goods are stored in the warehouses. The person keeping the goods in the warehouse acts as a boiler and the warehouse keeper act as a boiler. A warehouse keeper has to take the reasonable care of the goods and safeguard them against the various risks for any loss or the damage sustained by the goods. Warehouse keeper shall be liable to the owner of the goods. Financing. Loans can be raised from the warehouse keeper against the goods stored by the owner. You can get a finance from the bank. Goods act as a security for the warehouse keeper. Similarly, banks and other financial institutions also advance loan against the warehouse receipt. If you keep the warehouse receipt of the items, you can get the loans from the bank and other financial institutions. This is the major advantage of the getting the loans and the finance from the bank. Warehouse provide you the facility for the financing. In this manner, warehouse act as a source of the finance for the businessman for building the business operation. You can get the finance from the bank. Grading and packing. Warehouses nowadays provide the facility of packing, processing, and grading of the goods. Goods can be packed in convenient sizes as per the instruction of the owner. Importance of the warehousing in the development of the trade and commerce. Warehousing or storage refers to the holding and preservation of the goods until they are dispatched by the consumers. Generally, there is a time gap between the production and consumption of the product. By bridging this gap, storage creates time utility. Importance of the warehousing in the development of the trade and the commerce. Grading and packing. There is need for storing the goods so as to make them available to buyer as and when required. Some amount of good is stored at every stage in the marketing process. Proper and adequate arrangement to retail the goods in the perfect condition are essential for success in the marketing. Storage enables a firm to carry on production in anticipation of the demand in the future. A warehouse is a place used for the storage and accumulation of the good. It may also be defined as the establishment that assumes responsibility for the safe custody of the goods. Warehouses enable the businessmen to carry on production throughout the year and to sell their products whenever there is adequate demand. Need for warehouses arises also because some goods are produced only in a particular region but and demanded throughout the year. Similarly, certain products are produced throughout the year but demand only during a particular season. Warehousing facility production and distribution of a large scale. Benefits of the warehouse. What are the benefits of the warehouses are there? Benefits of the warehouses. Regular production. Raw materials need to be stored to enable mass production to be carried on continuously. This is the benefit of the regular production. For if you want to get the regular production in a plant, then the raw materials must be kept in the warehouses continuously. Sometimes goods are stored in anticipation of a rise in the prices. Warehouses enables manufacturer to produce goods in anticipation of the demand in the future. To produce goods in anticipation of the demand in the future. Time utility. A warehouse creates time utility by bringing the time gap between the production and the consumption of the good. Time you can utilize a time very in a good manner. It is short that the time gap is utilized. No labor will be sit in the manufacturing industry idle. If the warehouse is there, no machinery will be sit idle. If the warehouse is there, time will be keeply will be organized. It helps in making available the goods whenever required or demanded by the customers. It helps in making available the goods whenever required or demanded by the customers. Some goods are produced throughout the year, but demanded only during particular seasons. Throughout the year, these goods are produced. Wool, raincoat, umbrella, heater. Heater are used in the winter season only, but it is produced throughout the year. Umbrella is produced throughout the year, but used only in the rainy season. Raincoat is used in the rainy season, but produced throughout the year. Wool is used in the winter season, but it is produced throughout the year. Some products are demanded throughout the year, but they are produced in a certain region. Wheat, rices, and potatoes. Wheat, rices, or potato. These are demanded throughout the year, but they are produced in the certain region. Wheat, rices, and potato. Goods like rice, tobacco, liquor, and jaggery become more valuable with the passage of the time. Storage of the surplus goods. Basically, a warehouse acts as a store of the surplus goods which are not needed immediately. Goods are often produced in anticipation of demand and need to be preserved properly until they are demanded by the customer. Store of the surplus goods. Basically, warehouse acts as a store of the surplus goods which are not needed immediately. Goods are often produced in anticipation of the demand and need to be preserved properly until they are demanded by the customers. Goods which are not required immediately can be stored in a warehouse to meet the demand in the future. Store of the surplus goods. Goods which are not required immediately can be stored in a warehouse to meet the demand in the future. Price stabilization. Warehouses reduce violent fluctuation in prices by storing goods when their supply exceeds demand by releasing them when the demand is more than immediate productions. Warehouses ensure a regular supply of the goods in the market. Price stabilization is done by the warehouses. Warehouses decides the price of the commodity. What will be the price of the commodity? It is decided by the warehouses. It is decided by the warehouses. The matching of the supply with the demand helps to stabilize the prices. The prices are stabilized with the help of the warehouse. Warehouse stabilizes the price of the item. Minimization of the risk. Warehouses provides for the safe custody of the goods. Perishable products can be preserved in the cold storage. By keeping their goods in the warehouses, businessmen can minimize the loss from the damage, fire, theft, etc. Minimization of the risk throughout by the warehouses will be there. The goods kept in the warehouses are generally insured in case of the loss or damage to the goods. The owner of goods can get full compensation from the insurance company. Packing and grading. Certain products have to be conditioned or processed to make them fit for the human use. Coffee and tobacco, etc. A modern warehouse provides facility for processing, packing and blending, grading, etc. of the goods for the purpose of the sale. The prospective buyers can inspect the good kept in the warehouse. Financing. Warehouse provides a receipt to the owner of goods for the goods kept in the warehouse. The owner can borrow money against the security of the goods by making an endorsement on the warehouse receipt. In some countries, warehouse authority advance money against the goods deposited in the warehouse by keeping the imported goods in a bonded warehouse. A businessman can pay custom duty in the installments. These are the 7 functions, benefits from the warehouses. These are the 7 benefits by the use of the warehouse you can get from there. These are the benefits of the warehouses. Types of the warehouses. Now I have discussed 3 types of the warehouses are there: private warehouses, public warehouses, and bonded warehouses. 3 types of the warehouses are there. Private warehouses. The private warehouses are owned by and operated by the big manufacturer and merchants to fulfill their own storage needs. ये जो किसान का बिल है, ये वेयर हाउसेस पे ही झगड़ा हो रहा है. ये कह रहे हैं कि अंबानी अडानी जी ने वेयर हाउसेस बना लिए हैं और ये वेयर हाउस का ही झगड़ा. ये प्राइवेट वेयर हाउसेस कह रहे हैं कि वो बना लिए हैं. The goods manufactured or purchased by the owner of the warehouses have a limited value or utility. As businessmen in general cannot make use of them because of the heavy investment required in the construction of the warehouse. Some big business firms which need large storage capacity on a regular basis and who can afford money construct and maintain their private warehouse. A big manufacturer or wholesaler may have a network of his own warehouse in different parts of the country. A big manufacturer or wholesaler may have a network of his own warehouses in different parts of the country. This is the private warehouse. This is the private warehouse. Public warehouses. A public warehouse is a specialized business establishment that provides a storage facility to the general public for a certain charge. It may be owned and operated by an individual or a corporate society. It has to be worked under a license from the government in accordance with the prescribed rules and regulations. Public warehouses are very important in the marketing of the agricultural product, and therefore the government is encouraging the establishment of the public warehouses in the cooperative sector. A public warehouses is also known as duty paid warehouses. Public warehouses are very useful to the business community. Most of the business enterprise can afford to maintain their own warehouse due to the huge capital investment. In many cases, the storage facility required by business enterprise don't warrant the maintenance of a private warehouse. Such enterprise can meet their storage needs easily and economically by making use of the public warehouse without heavy investment. Public warehouses provide storage facility to the small manufacturer and traders at the lowest cost. These warehouses are well constructed and guarded round the clock to ensure the safe custody of the goods. Public warehouses are generally located near the junction of the railways, highway, and the waterway. You have seen many of the public warehouses near the railway junctions and the highways. Near the New Delhi railway station, there is the warehouse. Near the Allahabad junction, there is a warehouse. These are the public warehouses are there. They provide their excellent facility for easy receipt, dispatch, and loading and unloading of the goods. They also use mechanical devices for handling of the heavy and bulk goods. A public warehouse enables a businessman to serve his customer quickly and economically by carrying regional stocks near the important trading centers or markets of the two countries. Public warehouses provide facility for the inspection of goods by prospective buyers. They also permit packaging, grading, and grading of the goods. The public warehouses receipts are good collateral security for the borrowing. Bonded warehouses. Bonded warehouses are licensed by the government to accept imported goods or storage near payment of the custom duty. This is located near the ports. Bonded warehouses. This is located near the ports. In the Mumbai port, there is the bonded warehouses. Mumbai port, Calcutta port, there are the bonded warehouses are there. They are licensed by the government to accept the imported goods for storage until the payment of the custom duty. These warehouses are either operated by the government or work under the control of the custom authority. Custom authority operate these type of the warehouses. The warehouses is required to give an undertaking or bond that which it will not allow the goods to be removed without the consent of the custom authority. The goods are held in bond and cannot be withdrawn without paying the custom duty. The goods stored in the bonded warehouses cannot be interfered by the owner without the permission of the custom authority. Hence the name bonded house. Hence the name bonded house. The goods are held in the bond and cannot be withdrawn without paying the custom duty. The goods stored in the bonded house cannot be interfered by the owner without the permission of the custom authority. Hence this is known as the bonded house. These are the bonded house. Bonded warehouses are very helpful to the importers and the exporters. If an importer is unable or unwilling to pay customs duty immediately after the arrival of the goods, he can store the goods in a bonded warehouse. He can withdraw the goods in installment by paying the custom duty proportionally. In case he wishes to export the goods, he need not pay custom duty. Moreover, a bonded warehouse provides all services which are provided by the public warehouse. Goods lying in a bonded warehouse can be packed, graded, and branded for the purpose of the sale. Successful warehouse and storage strategy. There are two main goals that compromises with the leading practices strive to achieve in the warehousing process: to provide value-added services such as the product customization and to move those products through the warehouse into the hands of the customers as quickly as possible. Companies that achieve these goals follow the leading practices discussed below. Customer-focused and value-centered warehouse strategy. These are the strategy. To keep pace with the moving target known as the customer demand, company need to build flexibility into their warehouse operation so that they are ready to give customers whatever they want, whenever they want it. In this competitive environment, product customization has become the new focus and critical function of the modern warehouse. Product customization. In fact, leading practices company view the warehousing phase as a last chance to please their customer and stay ahead of the competition. As a result, they have identified several ways to create additional product customization opportunity in the warehouse. Prevailing strategy include incorporating value-added services such as compliance, labeling, or floor-ready packaging into the warehouse operation, as well as proportioning final assembly until the warehouse phase. Postponement at the packaging, the product, and the circuit board levels presents three opportunities to create a special version of the company's basic product while keeping the amount of the buffer stock reasonably low. At the same time, leading practices company improve product delivery by practicing virtual warehousing and redefining the warehouse as center for the entire supply chain. The increased emphasis on the value-added services has also prompted many companies to redefine their warehouses as profit rather than customer center. Consolidate warehousing operation. After decades of the centralizing, that is setting up small regional warehouses close to the local market, many companies are discovering the economic advantage of consolidating multiple warehousing into the single large facility. Warehouse centralization lowers the cost of operation because it reduces the number of facilities that a company needs to run as well as the amount of the inventory it needs to carry. Many companies achieve saving yearly in consolidation process by selecting central warehousing sites based on the balance on the land, labor, and transportation cost advantage. Other lower transportation costs by partnering the consolidated warehouse with different carriers. Leading practices company also make it a priority to create a centralized information system to ensure accurate data collection in the consolidated warehouse. Create a flexible warehouse design. In recent years, many leading practice companies have been particularly keen on exploring new designs that build flexibility into the warehouse operation. Built-in flexibility allows warehouses to make best use of space and ensure efficient workflow, helping warehouse keep up ever-changing customer demand for new and better products. To build flexibility into the warehouse design, leading practitioner company like a team build approaches to the design process by involving all departments concerned, including engineering, information system, finance, marketing, customer service, purchasing, manufacturing, and warehouse operation right from the start. They also redesign the block layout as the need arises to make sure that the products flow smoothly throughout the warehouse. Many companies also apply simulation modeling to test various proposed designs before selecting the one that provides the most flexible interaction of the warehouse equipment. Other companies apply economic principles to fit warehouse design to different types of the workers, knowing that a well-designed environment enhances worker productivity. Use of a warehouse management system. For most warehouse operation, the right warehouse management system software serves as a vital bridge linking production, scheduling, and shipment planning and order fulfillment system. Leading practices companies are careful to work only with the warehouse management system vendors who have expertise in the best warehousing strategy for their types of the warehouses, regardless of the vendors' knowledge of the company's vertical industry. As an execution system, warehouse management system manages warehouse resources, that is a space, labor, equipment, takes, and material flow to move inventory to market most efficiently. Moreover, when equipped with the automatic identification and data collection technology such as a barcoding and radio frequency data communication system, the warehouse management system become a highly effective inventory tracking tool. In addition, warehouse management system minimizes downtime in the warehouse by alerting warehouse manager and workers to tasks that may be interleaved, that is, performed simultaneously or in a rapid succession. Many companies also improve supply chain efficiency by integrating WMS into other logistic technology such as a order management system and transportation management system TMS. The integrated system not only increase productivity in the warehouse but also improve vendor customer communication and enhance shipping accuracy. Re-engineering warehouse operation. To keep up with the marketplace demand for the efficient consumer response and the just-in-time Delivery companies across the board are actively seeking opportunity to speed product flow along the supply chain. Recognize the warehouse as a critical agent in the supply chain efficiently. Leading practices benchmark current warehouse operation and establish targets for the improvement. Leading companies capitalize on the every opportunity to streamline warehouse operation. Other strategies to streamline warehouse operation include using optimal sorting logic to direct put away, picking an activity, and adjusting the sorting logic based on the review of the customer order and inventory mix. Leading practices, companies minimize storage needs by the cross-docking and packing inventory in the standard size container. Here, the cross-docking is mentioned that you have to be also study in the detail. Cross-docking. Cross-docking means from the one dock, this is to be transferred to the another dock. This is the re-engineer the warehouse operation. They also make the order fulfillment process more efficient by picking several orders at the same time rather than making a separate trip through the warehouse of the each order. Outsource warehouse function to reduce costs as well as to better meet the growing customer demands for the JIT service. Companies are divesting themselves of their private warehouse in favor of the third-party options. While not a universal solution, outsourcing is an attractive low-cost alternative for many companies based on the benchmarking cost of the internal versus third-party service provider. When choosing among third-party options, company referred to lease a third-party warehouse to store steady inventory, but rent public warehouse to solve emergency and temporary storage needs. Public warehouses are also popular because they enable a group of companies to converge services and the share solution. Because many third-party warehouse providers have successfully expanded into the logistic business in the last 10 years. Many companies also take advantage of the value-added services that they offer, including transportation and freight forwarding. Progressive company even occasionally appoint the third-party provider as a supply chain coordinator when they see the warehousing activity as a key to company success. They select the best-in-class provider by exercising the due intelligence, check the third-party warehouse credential. These are the warehousing and storage. Hence, today we study about what is the storage, what is the function of the storage, what is the warehousing, what are the advantages of the warehousing, what are the type of the warehousing, state warehousing compression, function, benefits, and the type of the warehousing. What are the function of the warehousing? We have studied here. Benefits of the warehouses, we have studied here. These are the and types of the warehouses. Warehouses रखने के काफी benefits हैं. That business houses who keep the warehouses are very successful. Warehousing strategy is the best strategy to make a business successful. Hence, keeping a warehouses in business is the best strategy to deal with the business. This is about the warehousing and the storage. This is the lecture about the warehousing and storage. And next we go for the storage and the stock management.